There is no before because I was too embarrassed to show you how dirty the truck really was, but it's all done for now. Not the absolute best job, but good enough as far as the fact that we're always traveling, always going on road trips. We're actually going up into the mountains for the day here probably next week, so I didn't want to get stupid crazy, but I just needed it to be clean. So all right, it's October 14th, and you wouldn't know by the way I'm dressed, shorts and a t-shirt, but the weather is supposed to really change here in Utah in a couple days. The RV park that we're at has a requirement that as of Wednesday the 16th of October, everybody has to have their heated water hose hooked up. We never hooked it up when we got here, so time to swap out the hoses, get the heated water hose hooked up, and apparently wait for the weather to change. I mean, today it's in the upper 70s, and supposedly by Thursday it's supposed to get down into the 30s at night. So I understand they're just looking out for their park and their infrastructure and everything else. So we're gonna swap out the hose. First thing, I had to actually make sure we had enough room. We had enough hose length, and we do. So turned off the water. So one thing I always do after I hook up the hose to the source side is I turn it on and let water run through until it starts coming out the end. So when I turn it on and hook it up into the rig, I don't have air pockets or anything like that. So now the hose is primed, there's water in it, and we're ready to hook it up. Pretty easy, obviously. Hook the other end up. One thing I love about our RV is we've got power receptacle right inside the bay. So I just plug the heated hose, put the plug in there. I don't have to worry about extension cords outside or anything, and we got no issues. Heated water hose. We're all set for the couple weeks of winter apparently we're going to experience here in Utah before we go home to Arizona. All right, so we got this big piece of plastic, and what we're going to do is we're going to cover our door with it, so when the door is open the plastic is on the outside. It's clear plastic. What are we going to do with that? Just wait. All right, we got the plastic up on the door. Clear plastic. Why do we put clear plastic on the door? Just wait.
As Kevin showed you, we put plastic on our door. This was primarily because of me. I could not commit to putting stickers on our door without, I'm such a visual person, so I wanted to see what it would look like. And make sure that I was okay with that. So we were like, how about we put plastic? And then, well, Kevin actually came up with the idea, but he's also like, then if we ever want to take it down or we switch RVs down the road, we won't lose all of our subscribers and our stickers. So that's what we're going to do. And again, this is just a trial and error. We don't even know if this is what we're going to want. So I wasn't sure if I wanted the stickers on the slides as well. I don't know. I had a hard time committing to that. So we're going to try this out, see if we like it, and go from there. So now what we're going to do is put on our channel stickers that we have. I'm super excited about it. All right.
All right, so we finished our sticker project last night. The problem was it got too dark to film, and we tried and it just didn't come out. But here's the end result. So we have all of our channel stickers up on the top and all of our location stickers of places we've been down on the bottom, and a lot of room in the middle to fill it up with either channel stickers or more location stickers. So there we go. Another little project done on the RV, making it more home sweet home, and we're loving it already, and it's only been up there for about 12 hours. All right, so we're doing some upgrades today. It's a Sunday. Working on a few things around the RV. First thing I'm doing today is installing my bike rack for our e-bikes. Those of you guys that have been watching the channel for a while, I don't know if you've seen or noticed, whenever we're filming inside the truck, we keep our e-bikes in the back seat, folded up and thrown in the back seat. It works, but then we lose our whole back seat, and if we have people riding with us or anything like that, it really puts a damper on it. So I went ahead and did some research, watching some other channels, and decided to get the Swagman Escapee. It's an RV approved bike rack, goes on the rear hitch. The nice thing about our RV is our hitch is not part of the bumper, because apparently that's a big issue, is the weight on the bumper and everything else. Our hitch is actually part of the frame, and our hitch is not a tow hitch, it's a load hitch, and it's rated for 300 pounds because it's actually mounted up onto the frame, not to this hollow rear bumper. So we are safe mounting our bike rack on there. And again, the rack itself, one important thing to notice, RV approved, e-bike approved. It works for the fat tires because our bikes are fat tires. So it's pretty much made perfectly for our bikes. I saw this from Stan and Rhonda over at Over the Hill Adventures. I saw that he had it and said good things about it and recommended it. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot and get it installed. All right, to save you guys some boredom, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the whole thing together, and I'll be right back with you when it's ready for the install. As you can see, I only put one of the bikes on there right now because we're still here for another few weeks and we're using the bikes and everything else. I just wanted to test it out. Really simple, really easy. Get the bike up on the rack, strap it in on the rear tire. You got the bracket here on the front tire, ratchet that down. The nice thing about this rack, and I'm not sure about other ones, these are actually all key locked, so you can lock the little holder on the front, and then the hitch, it's actually got a key lock on there too, so you don't have to worry about somebody stealing your hitch and stealing the whole rack off. So it's really good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and order a cover for the bikes, keep them out of the weather, and I'll probably get a little cable lock too, and just a little bit of added protection. I mean, you know, retired cop, that's what I am. All right, there we go, bike rack installed. The Swagman Escapee. Not sponsored or anything like that, but I will put the link down in the description on Amazon, and if you guys are interested, go ahead and look at it and do your research though. Make sure it'll fit your kind of bike. All right, good morning. We are here in Layton, Utah. We've been here a couple weeks, and unfortunately this is the first time we've gotten out for a hike because of family things, weather.
I was gonna say a little bit of weather.
Yeah, we had a heat spell when we got here, and then it dropped down to a couple days of rain. So today's the first beautiful day, so we're coming up here to Adams Canyon Trailhead. We did this hike, what, about 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah,
first time we came to town?
I don't remember when, but yeah.
Yeah, long before retirement, long before retired road tripping.
I think it was during COVID, actually.
It might have been during COVID, or COVID vacation. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're excited to get back to it. There's a really pretty waterfall. So we're just going to take it easy. There are, I guess we'll explore a little bit more, but there's I remember they're having some couple, like, not couple, but a few difficult switchbacks, so we'll see. Just take it slow. Yeah, apparently it's about a 1.5 mile round trip to the waterfall. They deem it moderate, so we're gonna have some fun. We haven't done a hike since we left Door County, so here we go. Hope you can hear us. We are at the Adams Canyon Lower Falls. Yeah, and as you can see, it's really beautiful.
The whole canyon after the waterfall, it goes down this little river. Just the fall leaves and the colors of the trees are just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and I actually think it's a really mild fall.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of late, so I can't imagine if more of the leaves had turned. But last time we were here, it was summer.
Yes.
And so it's a different look because you do have the colors of the leaves, and you can feel it in the air, like it's winter's coming for sure.
I think that's why last time we were here, we were just talking about it. It felt like a longer hike last time we were here, but then again, it was summer and it was a lot hotter, so.
Yeah, and all the kids went into the waterfall and behind it.
Yeah.
The water is really cold, so that won't be happening. But it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just, even the hike, it is a little strenuous on the way up.
Yeah.
Because you are primarily going up.
Going up switchbacks.
Bunch of switchbacks. It's all dirt, so that part is easy because it's not rocky or anything. And you know, there's places with little benches you can stop, and it's beautiful because then you see down into the city.
Yeah.
And beautiful homes and all that kind of stuff. But it's a good little hike. It's not super long. They have some longer ones, definitely with higher elevation. We were not ready for that.
No, for us this was perfect since we hadn't hiked since Door County, so.
Just get started a little bit. We knew we wanted to see the waterfall. And it's just in a beautiful setting. So.
This is the Wasatch Mountains. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
I know. You'll tell us if we're not.
Yeah.
They are gorgeous. And every night we look at them outside, kind of like our superstitions, but they're huge, and we're so close to them, but they are just beautiful when the sun is coming up, going down. There's just the different colors that it creates on the mountain. Right now it has all of the fall colors on it. So it's beautiful. They're just beautiful mountains, and it's fun to kind of get up here and see the city below us. I don't know, all around, good trip.
Yep, you bet. So, now we get to hike all the way back out and enjoy it and check out the views. We didn't check out the views as much on the way up, so on the way down we're going to stop and check out some views, and we'll show you what we're talking about.
You got to work harder on the way up.
Yes.
So on the way down, it's going down, so I'm excited about that. I will say one other thing about the waterfall. It's a little rocky, so just be careful with your footing trying to get down to the waterfall. Otherwise, super fantastic.
Adams Canyon Trail.
Yep.
Here in Layton, Utah. So a couple videos ago, we talked about how. So a couple videos ago, when we were at some of the state parks. So a couple videos ago, when we were at the Black Canyon National Park, we were at Canyonlands, and Larica wasn't too keen on me walking over to the edges and looking down. Well, I just found a little trail that gets us to the top of the waterfall here. Oh, she did make it. She did make it to the top. Where are we? Oh, Larica.
Did you go over the rocks?
Of course, I climbed over the rocks.
You told me there was a trail. This is where the trail.
Well, to me, that was a trail.
Not over the rocks.
She didn't make it, but she found an easy trail.
Not easy. It was not easy. It's steep, but it's not over the rocks on the side, which is not terribly heights, but I just don't want to slip.
Yeah, I climbed over the rocks to get up here to the top of the waterfall, and it is gorgeous up here. It really is.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You gotta love it. Just explore where you are. Ah, the downhill. That's the benefit. Once you do the uphill and you get to your destination point, downhill is a nice cool down. And it's a good several hundred feet, so. But you know what they say, sometimes downhill is harder on your knees than the uphill, so.
That's what they say.
Luckily, knock on wood, I don't really have bad knees, so I'm all right. Larica lost her sunglasses on the trail.
You know how I feel about sunglasses. So when we got to the shaded area where the waterfall was, I feel like sunglasses don't give me the true color of everything that's going on around me. So I took them off and I did not put them in my bag. Instead, I stuck them on the side of my pocket in my leggings. And when we were climbing up, they must have hit something I didn't even feel them leave.
Well, we were climbing over rocks and trees, so.
It's okay. They were old, and they were on their way out. Like the arm was loose, and so anyway, it's not like I just bought them. They had done their job, and I don't spend money on sunglasses. Kevin learned this when he married me. a long time ago. I am not worth it because I lose them, I break them. It's just, it took a lot for him to get me to start wearing sunglasses, honestly. So I do not spend a lot of money. I will buy another cheap pair and we'll be good to go.
As opposed to me, I'm a sunglass snob where I'll only wear Oakleys.
That's what he's done his whole career. He's got to have. And more power to you. Couple of last things. As we're venturing down.
The trail is dog friendly.
It is.
But please, people with your dogs, pick up the dog poop. We've stepped over the top of a lot of dog poop along the trail.
It's sad because they put a sign saying that they must have problems. There's bags everywhere. They make it very easy. So it is dog friendly. Your dog will get a nice little workout in, especially going up. The temperature today is about 60. I think it's going to be like 66 in Utah. It's 63 right now. It does not feel like 63, obviously, because we're moving, but also because the trail is mostly in the sun. There's a few shady spots, so you're going to feel it. It's just how it goes in Utah. The sun feels way more intense. Oh,
it's October 21st, by the way. So you can kind of put a date to the temperature.
So they've had a warmer like the rest of the country. Everybody's been up about 10, 15 degrees. So they are slowly coming down from that. But anywho's, it's beautiful. There's a light breeze, but I will say the sun is definitely more intense. The glare, all of it, because you're going up and it's Utah. That's what it is. So
and you're at elevation,
right? It does not feel like 63, but it actually feels amazing.
Yes.
So
what did it say? We're about 5,000 feet right here.
Now we've come down to 4,800, but up there we were at about 5,100, I think it said.
I think this is a 300 to 400 foot elevation gain, which isn't a lot for some of you, but again, this is our first hike in 2 months, so we're good. But still, 5,000 feet, the last time we were hiking, we were at sea level in Wisconsin, so. Just be aware of all that stuff. Bring your water.
Lots of water.
Your hats.
Sunblock, whatever you need to do.
But it's a great trail. We see a lot of kids on the trail. It's not terribly difficult. Oh, one last thing. The trailhead here has a huge paved parking lot. It's got restrooms. It's got water fountains. Last time we were here about 4 years ago, it was just a little dirt lot and you couldn't really find a place to park and it was a mess, but they've done so much construction and so much upgrading in the area.
It looks like there's a bus stop right here too that people keep getting off on, so awesome. It's definitely been upgraded.
Awesome place. All right, so we mentioned that after the hike we gotta go get a treat. Now when we were in Wisconsin, a lot of times that turned into a brewery or someplace like that. Here in Utah, it's Everbowl.
We're back to Everbowl. If you guys remember,
California.
When we first started out on our journey, we did Everbowl, and we had a lot of Everbowl when we were in Cali. Because we don't get it in Arizona.
No.
They went out of business. And we love it. So it's very similar to like a nectar. But I like Everbowl better. So because you can get your chocolate and vanilla base versus the acai. It just depends on what you like, but so this is our reward today. We both got the same one. It's got the chocolate and vanilla, and then there's peanut butter granola, banana, strawberries, and the little cocoa chips. So good.
And this is kind of near and dear because the first time we ever had Everbowl, Larika's brother and his wife took us on that Adams Canyon hike and then brought us here to Everbowl, only a few miles away, and said after a big hike you got to get an Everbowl. So first time we ever did Adams Canyon, we got an Everbowl. So here we go. We figured we'd do it again.
We needed lunch. This is a perfect lunch. It is so good after a hike, and we're doing Everbowl. It probably won't be the last time while we're in Utah. So
I don't know if we're going to count them down for you like we did last year in California, but stay tuned.
We won't count them down. But and side note, I love the spoons. So if you don't know me, which people may think this is crazy, I keep all the Everbowl spoons because, and they're all different colors. I use them for like yogurt and different things. Even sometimes when I'm doing like a Mexican fiesta type deal, like your salsa, your I like them in those little bowls for that. So, anywho's.
All right. So one thing that Larika and I are always joking around about as we're traveling the country is how many Sam's Clubs and Walmarts have we visited all around this great country of ours?
I know we should have kept track.
I know. I think one of the reasons why is for the majority, Sam's Clubs and Walmarts are pretty much the same. A lot of them are laid out the same. They have they have the same products, everything else. So I think those are our go-to stores, wouldn't you say?
I would say it's also because they are significantly cheaper. So we don't mind that.
No, not at all. I do think we like to try to find the Kroger stores as well. The Kroger chains, different states, they're called different things.
Yeah, it's Smith's, all different kinds. And that primarily because we have a few products we like to pick up from there that we're familiar with from back home as well. So the question that we have for you guys is, what is your go-to store when you're out traveling on the road? Do you try to find something in a chain and stick with it like we do, Sam's, Walmart? Or do you like checking out those little mom and pop grocery stores all around the country? Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, leave it in the comments down below and we'll talk about it. You know, what's your go-to store?
Yep. Hey guys. So, we got into the car. It's a beautiful day. It's about 55 degrees out. It's brisk. It's lovely. We got in the car to run a few errands. What are we doing today?
We're gonna go get propane.
Propane. We have been sitting outside almost every night. We usually hit the jacuzzi first, and then we'll do a propane fire, and we were watching baseball, but now we're gonna watch
Suns time.
Yeah, basketball has officially started, so we're huge Suns fans. We'll be watching the Suns game. We're moving on to basketball, our Suns. So anyway, we are headed to get propane because we have been using a lot of propane, but it is so worth it. It's been amazing. And then I got to mail some postcards. So we are just going to head out and do that real quick on this beautiful, glorious day in Utah where fall is definitely happening. The other thing I was going to tell you, if you know this about Utah loves Halloween. And not only they love Halloween decorating. Like, they get those big old decorations, like the $300-$400 ones from Sam's and Costco, and they have like 6 or 7 of them in their yard. And I'm not talking about just certain neighborhoods. I have seen them everywhere we go. They get very into their Halloween. So anyway, it's feeling like fall, and we're loving every minute of it.
All right, propane's done. Fire pit's back hooked up, ready for tonight.